Hello everyone, how are you all? Welcome to the class. Students, in our previous video we had discussed about the elements and compounds, and today we will discuss about the difference between elements and compounds. So you know that elements, they are pure substances and compounds are also pure, but here elements, they composed of only one kind of substances like hydrogen, oxygen, carbon, but in compounds they have more than two elements mixed in a fixed proportion. Elements cannot be broken down, but these compounds you can break it into their constituent particles. Like ammonia you can break down into hydrogen and nitrogen. There are 118 elements are known so far, but in compounds there are number of compounds. So properties of elements are due to the atoms which constitute them, and the properties of compound are different from the properties of their atoms from which this prepared. Okay, now mixture, mixture means a material containing two or more substances. That means when two or more elements are compound will mixed with each other and there is no fixed proportion, and that is called the mixture. Like air, gunpowder, steel, syrup. Students, it is very important that what is the gunpowder? It is the mixture of carbon, sulfur and potassium nitrate. This is very important. Okay, and syrup. Now, mixture may be a physical state, example, mixture of solids, mixture of liquids, mixture of liquid in liquid, solid in liquid, gas and liquid, gas and gas, solid and gas. So, here types of mixtures are here. So, homogeneous mixture, that means homo means same. Term homo means same. That means when in homogeneous mixture you will observe, so the particles which are mixed with each other, this looks like same. Now like sugar solution and carbonated water. Here heterogeneous mixture are the mixture in which non-uniform composition shows there. Like the chalk powder into the water, you will see that chalk powder separately you can see that is settled down, and sand in water, that is called the heterogeneous mixture. You are seeing here homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures. Now properties of mixture, a mixture may be homogeneous or heterogeneous, and the constituent of mixtures can easily be separated by simple physical method. And a mixture has average properties of these constituents, and the mixture does not have fixed melting point or boiling point. It is very important, a mixture does not have fixed melting point or boiling point. Students, a mixture is not a result of any chemical reaction, so there is no energy change in mixture. Okay, now compound and mixture, compound it having fixed proportion of the elements which form it, but in case of mixture there is not any fixed proportion. Like sugar and water, you can add any amount of sugar into the water, but that is mixture. Okay, but compound like H2O, so there is fixed proportion of 2:1 is hydrogen and oxygen, and formation of compound is always accompanied by energy change, and energy change is not necessary in case of mixture. Okay, you can see it, this activity here to prepare 4 different containers and 4 beakers. Here you will observe that how these things occur. To prepare different beaker number 1, 50 ml of water and 1 spatula of copper sulfate you will add, and second 2 spatula, 3 spatula, but that is called the solution. Okay, now solution, after the solution, classification of solution. So solution are 6 types. First is solution of gas into gas, gas into liquid and gas into solid. Okay, so it is very important, students, that example of the solution of gas and liquid, gas and, see here, gas and gas, that is air, gas and liquid, that is soda water, and gas and solid, that is smoke. Solution of liquid and liquid, example alcohol and water. Solution of acid and solid, here solid and solid, that is brass. It is very important. Now properties of solution, that solutions are clear, transparent and homogeneous, and each part of the solution shows same properties. Okay, in solution particle size is very small, that is about 10 to power minus 7 to 10 to power minus 8 centimeters. Okay, and in angstrom you can say that 1 angstrom to 10 angstrom, and the solute is not lost during the formation of solution. okay, and it can be obtained by the evaporation of solution. Now color and taste, smell are the other properties of solute remains present in a solution, and for here solution of copper and cobalt salts are blue and pink due to the presence of cupric salt, ठीक है ना, because of cupric and cobalt ions respectively. So these are the properties. And then difference between solution and mixture. So solution is transparent, but mixture that is not necessary that it is transparent, it is opaque. And separation, this solution, the solute cannot be separated by simple method like filtration and decantation, but in mixture solids substances can be separated by simple means of filtration, decantation, okay. This one is the difference between solution. That means there is difference between solution and mixture. And particles of solute are invisible here in solution, but here in mixture particles of components are visible. Solution is homogeneous but mixture is heterogeneous, and the increase of volume does not increase the solution, okay, and but here in case of mixture volume is increases, okay. So this is the main difference between the solution and mixture. Students, how will you calculate the concentration of solution? It is very important. Suppose that in 100 gram of solution salt is 10 gram, then how will you calculate the concentration of solution? So concentration is determined by this formula, that is mass of solute upon mass of solution into 100. That means when this example is given, so 5 gram of sugar is dissolved in 95 gram of solute, 95 gram of solvent, that is water. So in this case means solution will be 100 gram. So here concentration, how will you find? So here concentration, the mass percentage of solution, that is the mass of solute, that is here you will find. So see here in this example, how will you calculate it? So 50 gram of common salt is there, so that is the mass of solute. So mass of solute, that is 50, and mass of solution you will find total, and when you will multiply it by 100 you will find its percentage, mass percentage. So mass percentage you will find very easily, okay. Now next one is, students, effect of heating saturated and unsaturated solution. At first we will tell you. And here a solution that contains a maximum amount of solute that solvent can dissolve at the given temperature, that is called the saturated solution. That means in saturated solution at constant temperature that amount has already mixed, and more than the amount of the solute which is mixed there you cannot mix, okay. And effect of heating, by heating you can dissolve more solute, okay. Now next one is here solubility. You are seeing here solubility in water at 20 degrees centigrade. The amount is given here: ammonium chloride, copper sulfate, etc. So sample here, sample problem: 10 gram of potassium sulfate dissolved in 75 gram of water at 50 degrees centigrade. So what is the solubility? So you know how will you find the solubility in water at the temperature? So 75 gram of water dissolved in 10 gram of potassium sulfate, and 100 gram of water dissolved in 10 upon 75 into 100. So this one is 13.3 gram, okay. Thus the solubility of potassium sulfate in water is 13.3 gram. This numerical is very important, students. Now on this basis numericals are given here. And next one is, students, what is solution, suspension and colloids? So you know that colloidal solution, here in colloidal solution this table is important to learn, that solid into solid, which type will be there, the solid sol and their examples, and solid into liquid, that is mud. Here this one is very important, that milk, okay. And some mud is also very important, smoke, that is solid into gas, and aerosol type it will make, okay. Now next one is, here milk is, that is emulsion, it is liquid into liquid, okay. Now students, this one is, this thing, I think this topic is till this topic it is sufficient for today. and the remaining portion of this chapter we will discuss in our next video. Till then, thank you everyone.